In Arsenal's build-up phase, Manchester United opted for a man-oriented defensive approach, both inside and outside, with Martinez stepping into the midfield to avoid numerical inferiority. Arsenal's spare player was a centre-back who had space to carry the ball forward, but one of United's strikers tracked him while the nearby players focused on closing passing lines. Arteta prepared a solution to break this structure. Arsenal built with only two centre-backs, while positioning six attackers between United's defensive and midfield lines. This forced Carrick's side to defend deeper, forming a back five with the remaining players compact inside. The key complication for United came when one Arsenal attacker drifted to the side of the block and received in space. This allowed Arsenal to arrive in the box with six players and score the opening goal. To avoid defending so deep, Manchester United tried to press high whenever Arsenal recycled possession backwards. However, this stretched their shape, creating excessive distance between the lines, space Arsenal looked to exploit. When United's central midfielders stepped out to close those gaps, Arsenal attacked the space behind the first line of pressure. Carrick addressed this issue by instructing the wingers to stay inside and narrow the team's structure. In one sequence, Zubimendi dropped into the defensive line while Rice moved back to combine with him. However, Zubimendi chose to play backwards, and Odegaard didn't drop into the free space. This forced a difficult pass from Zubimendi, which Mbeumo intercepted and scored.
This video is brought to you by Metrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use coupon NasirSelad at checkout for a 10% discount.
In possession, Manchester United showed several ways to progress into Zone B. Dalot frequently moved inside, creating a free man in central areas. Odegaard and Saliba recognized the spare player, but Zubimendi stayed tied to Bruno Fernandes, which freed Calvi Mainu to advance into the next zone. Another method involved coordinated off-the-ball rotations among the four attackers, who had the freedom to interchange positions. These movements pushed Arsenal's defensive line deeper and opened space for Martinez to carry the ball into the midfield. This leads us to an example of what many call functional football. Bruno Fernandes moved into Dorgu's space, resulting in three players occupying the same channel. In positional play, this would be considered poor spacing, but modern football embraced control chaos to create local superiorities. Here it produced positional advantages for Bruno and Casemiro. We also see both central midfielders moving toward the ball to create an overload, opening space for runners arriving from deeper areas. Another key concept was the use of first touch passing, which can collapse even well-structured defensive blocks. Again, Bruno and Dorgu occupied the same space, but their proximity allowed for quick combinations that bypassed Arsenal's midfield and led to Dorgu's goal. Arsenal worked hard to prevent United's counterattacks, consistently leaving three players behind the ball to control defensive transitions, as this limited their ability to create danger by offensive transitions. Carrick's side looked for long balls to compete for the second balls. Arsenal's defensive line dropped, which opened space for Cunha to attack and finish the game. Let me know your thoughts on Carrick's tactical approach. If you enjoyed the analysis, drop a like and thanks for watching.